currently no plans for a thank you. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and also welcome back to another episode of my HKUST series. As you can see from the title, we're going to talk about what to expect of life in Hong Kong, especially in the coming fall semester of 2020. There's going to be a lot of special arrangements, so I'm going to be separating this video into 5 different topics. I'm going to talk about the weather, the culture, the food, the students, and the current events and stuff like that, so that you will all be more informed when you do come to Hong Kong and study at UST. So the things that I'm talking about today will be applicable to pretty much any Hong Kong university, and not just UST. However, there are going to be some specific things that are only related to UST, so even if you're not going to UST, it is fine. I hope that this information that I'll be giving you will be helpful, and let's jump right into it. First, let's talk about the weather in Hong Kong. If you're from another country, there are a lot of things that you have to know about Hong Kong. It's that it's a very tropical environment, so that it is very hot, it's very humid, very wet, it doesn't get very cold, and a lot of times it's really sunny. So I'm just going to break down the seasons for you. A lot of the times there are going to be typhoons, and a lot of rain, and even though it's not that hot, you can't really go out much because of like the unpredictable rain and stuff like that. So yeah. In summer in Hong Kong, it is quite hot and humid. It's almost unbearable. Currently it is summer in Hong Kong when I'm filming this, and it's like 31, 33 degrees like every single day. The sun is out every day, and it's really humid. So most people, even if we go out, we would stay indoors, because in most malls and restaurants and at home, the aircon is always going to be on, because we need it, or else you're gonna sweat through all of your clothes and it's gonna be nasty. During the summertime, a lot of us really like going to the beach, because there are a lot of beaches in Hong Kong and they're all really pretty. So that's a very nice way to cool down during the summer or the fall season. Autumn doesn't really exist in Hong Kong. It's just kind of merged into the summer. There's not really a distinct season. And in winter time it does get colder, but the coldest it goes down to is like around 8 to 10 degrees Celsius. So it really isn't that cold, but there is wind chill. So yeah, there's that. Next, I'm going to talk about the culture. So you can live fine in Hong Kong without having to learn Cantonese or Chinese, because there are English signs for everything. This is because Hong Kong used to be ruled by the British, and so yeah, there are English signs for everything, so you don't have to worry. Most people also have passable English, so it's easy to ask for directions if you need it. However, there are going to be times when you do encounter people who do not speak or do not understand English, and that is quite normal. Even in UST, a lot of the workers who work there, the janitors, the cooks, the chefs, the people who handle your food, security, they might not understand English. That's a little bit of an issue. You should learn some basic phrases, such as how to say thank you, or hello, or the name of your university, which is really important, especially if you have to take a taxi. If you want to say HKUST, you should say Pho Dai. Pho Dai, that is the name of our university. If you're taking a minibus, then you should say Pho Dai Yao Lo Ng Gai when you are near the university, which means I have to get off at HKUST, thank you. So yeah, if you guys want a video of me just teaching some basic Cantonese phrases, please let me know down below or DM me and I'll make that video. The third thing I want to talk about is the food. Hong Kong is a very international city, so wherever you're from, there's probably going to be a few restaurants that have really good food from your country. So yeah, In terms of local food, local Hong Kong food is actually quite good, and it is not spicy most of the time. So if you really want to try out local Hong Kong food, I recommend places like dim sums or cha chan tangs, which are pretty much restaurants where you would have like an afternoon tea, and those are good starting places for people who really want to try Hong Kong local food. There are also currently a lot of vegan and vegetarian options as well in Hong Kong, so if you are into that, then I guess you'll be fine, you'll survive. UST has a lot of restaurants, including Hungry Korean, American Diner, Passion, Ebenezer's, China Garden, Subway's, Starbucks, Pacific Coffee, Uni Bistro, McDonald's, Unibar, Unique, and there's 4 huge canteens as well that you can choose from. So yeah, there are a lot of options, a lot of very different options as well. So even if you just want to stay at UST and not go out, since UST is quite far from the rest of the city, then there are a lot of options, and you can also order takeaway and stuff like that. Some applications that would be good for you in regards to food includes OpenRice, which is a Hong Kong application where you can see restaurants nearby and also include things like ratings, the pictures, menu, and the price of the food. And they mostly look at restaurants around you, but you can also like name a location and they will give you like a top list of restaurants that have like really good ratings. And you can even book through OpenRice, so that is really good. There are also quite a few takeout applications, such as Foodpanda, Deliveroo, Uber Eats, things like that. The fourth thing I'll talk about today is the student dynamics. So UST is actually quite fun, and it is really easy to meet new people and meet a lot of new friends. You can meet new people from your own hall, in sports teams that you may want to join, in societies, in O-days, in lectures, etc. Like there's so many options and so many chances for you to meet new people, so I think that finding friends won't be an issue. A lot of UST students, as I said in the last video I made, mostly stick to their own countries or their own language. However, there are a lot of exceptions to this rule, and you will definitely be able to fit in if you do let yourself out of your comfort zone. That is the first step in making friendship in any place, not just UST. If you're scared of not being able to make friends because you don't speak the local language, don't worry. There are a lot of international students at HKUST, and even local students do speak English because UST does teach all their courses in an English language except for Chinese. So yeah, do not worry, you will be able to make friends just fine. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me about the current situations in Hong Kong and how the current virus and protesting might affect the coming semester. So all of us have gotten an email telling us that in the coming fall semester of 2020, there are no plans of face-to-face classes for the time being. That is because currently in July, there has been a surge, a third new wave of COVID cases right now, and the cases are in the hundreds, which is quite high. In order to protect the students, right now the whole fall semester is only going to be online, including the examinations. If you're not in Hong Kong right now, there's no obligation for you to be in Hong Kong, and there's also no need to live in Hall if you are in Hong Kong. And we're just waiting and seeing if the COVID cases will lower down, because they said that if the virus cases are getting lower, then the university might change to hybrid with face-to-face classes, which I think is what a lot of people are looking forward to. So yeah, I think that's all for today. If you guys have any other questions, please let me down. Don't let me down. If you guys have any other questions, please let me know down below. Or you can DM me on Instagram at ChloeBroBro. I always reply. And also, thank you guys so much for your support. I've gotten a lot of really kind messages from a lot of you, which means a lot to me. And also, I'm sorry for not filming because I just moved to a new apartment, So yeah, things have been a little messy. If there are any other videos that you want me to make, also tell me. I don't really know what to make now because there are a lot of things that have changed because the circumstances are extremely different. But yeah, that is all for today. If you guys vibe well with this video, please remember to click the thumbs up and like this video. And if you guys vibe well with me, please remember to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.